The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend, and we had a lot was rain down here, didn't we?
Man, yeah, exactly. Can't wait for that storm to move.
We got to get out Obizak.
We did. It was like nonstop.
It was, man. No doubt. Market-wise, folks, you get the Dow up 227, Nasdaq's up 61, S&Ps are up 27. We got gold up 27. Silver's up 91. You get bonds down $2. The dollar's off $1.25. Euros up 27. And, last night in Asia, what was interesting is that Shanghai, folks, had been closed for a week and still couldn't get traction.
Still closed lower. 14 points lower.
Which is just amazing, right?
Exactly.
And that's after the Hang Seng, got some juice inside it last week.
No question. I was looking at that as I was putting my newsletter together.
Okay.
Hitting the side of my computer screen
like
saying,
something wrong.
What? Yeah. Is it still closed? What's going on here?
I'm telling you, man, I did the same thing. I was really surprised.
It's unreal.
The reason that you can be surprised, folks, is that there's many of the same equities that are inside Shanghai and Hong Kong.
Okay.
Remember, it used to be A and B shares. Now they're all the same.
Right.
But so there's a disconnect there in a big way. And the bottom line is that for China taking over the world, they're going down to hell in a handbag.
What it's really saying, it's saying that it wants to go test that swing low. And it looks like that price is right around the 23.50. Let me see here. Get the low. Make sure I'm on the right candle here. Got to blow it up. 23.56 is July 6th? No, it's before that.
Yeah, it's already below that.
Yeah. 23.19, July 2nd. Okay, is where it looks like that thing really wants to at least go test. So which is, and if it breaks through that, holy cow!
Watch out!
Yeah. I mean, because then that takes it. Then that starts coming back all the way to the early 09 time frame.
Right. So where do we set up now astrologically?
Well, it's a big month, really, when you take a look at it, because Wednesday is a full moon.
This Wednesday.
This Wednesday, you've got full moon and apogee, which is occurring on the same day, so it should be an even more powerful trigger, if you will. And apogee is when the moon during this cycle is the furthest from the Earth. Okay. And then we come back and we've got the new moon cycle is a new moon perigee, which is the closest to the Earth, and that's on October 26th. But what you've also got on October 26th is a real powerful planetary index date, Pesavento index date, P index date, and it's where you've got
26th.
Yeah, on the 26th. And so you've got 17 planets that are in alignment on that day. Now that's very unusual. So unusual that over a 300-year period of time, 1800 to 2100, it only occurs 35 times. That is 0.03%. And I've done a complete distribution of how many planetary indexes occur on each day.
Yes.
And 17 is very, very low.
Right.
And in my newsletter, my subscribers know exactly what it is we're looking at, because what I do is not just take the not just say, because it's happening, that means something.
Right.
Instead, I go back and I say, okay, let's go take a look at all of these data points and lay them back over the charts,
Yeah.
And we get to take a look at them, and so then I provide them there, and maybe somebody sees something I don't, but what we do see is like, ooh, baby.
That's
what
amazing.
a nice trade,
No, exactly.
That we'll have coming up. And,
well, what's so neat is it's neat that you have it before the fact.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's the cool thing about being able to use that as a timing trigger, timing signal. Price, in my opinion, price and volume is still the arbiter.
Yeah,
no matter what.
Right.
Now, when you can get things that line up with each other, whether it's a pattern, whether it's a retracement, whether it's a test of a swing point with a trigger, boy, that's cool.
That's what you need. No, I'm with you.
It's really cool. And it was something that I was actually overlooking that I hadn't paid attention to. My subscribers now know it, and it's even included in this weekend, and we'll talk about it on Wednesday during our every other week webcast. But there's Because, we're always looking for the so-called additional piece of information.
Right, no, absolutely.
Right? Always trying to learn, which is such a cool thing about the information we have, the data, the markets that we trade.
No, big time.
It's exciting, exciting stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, particularly because it's a riot. You're going to see, folks, all the articles out there. People saying, "Oh, the volatility is terrible." It's like, what do the volatility is the volatility. Period. Do you know what I mean? So unless they get things calm down, which I don't see that happening.
There's too much. There's too much uncertainty out there.
Right.
Everywhere you look around the corner, all you have to do is open up another door and bang, and the volatility, look, the volatility is only a problem for somebody that wants to be in a buy and hold strategy. Then the volatility becomes painful because you see these shocks, coming down. And then it becomes painful in my opinion, it becomes painful for the folks that have got their monies tied up in 401k programs.
Right.
Okay. What's happened so far is you figure we made a high in May, right?
Yes.
Okay, and the market has moved down quite a bit since that May time frame.
Right.
Yet, and people are thinking, okay, there's a sense of loss. Do I get out? They talk to their advisor. Their advisor is convincing them, you can't get out now, right? You've got the list of excuses. You got to stay in.
Heavy scene.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not a good long-term scene.
It's a heavy scene, folks, and we haven't got the figures yet, but we're going to be getting those figures any day now. When you look at, we've talked about this before, inside the gold market, right?
Yeah.
You get John Paulson, and of course Paulson is famous, folks, for making not only the most in the housing deal, but then he also basically made $5 billion on the run-up in gold.
Yeah.
And that was probably one of the biggest trades ever.
Yeah.
Now the problem is, in that trade, is that he didn't get out.
Yeah.
So now what you have is this. So check this out. This is pretty intense. So what happens is this, is that the numbers are out from his funds.
Okay.
The numbers aren't posted yet for what has happened, right?
Okay.
But check this out. This is pretty intense. His funds, the gold fund that he was up on, is actually down 20% now.
Yeah.
Down 20%.
Yeah.
Okay?
His down 20% from the high, or just down 20%? Well, I guess there's no way to...
January to now.
Okay.
January to now. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a big...
It's
big.
Billions.
It's
huh? Billions. Billions, okay?
Man.
His Advantage fund, right, is down 32%. And then he has an Advantage Plus fund is down 34%.
That's interesting. So
no, his Advantage Plus fund is down 47%. So you're talking about, when you add them all up, you're probably talking in the vicinity of about $15 to $20 billion he's down.
Yeah.
Now, watch how this shakes out, folks. And this is the wild card inside the gold market. And this is what it is. The funds themselves have until, let's say you and I were investing in this fund.
Yeah.
We would have until October 31st to tell him that we want our money back.
In January.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
In January.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is...
So the real question is going to be, number one, do people want their money back? Which they may not, because over the course of, depending when you got in, when the people got in, they've made money, But realistically, I suspect that you're going to...
see somewhat of a run on the store.
What happened is this. Picture this. If we were managing that money, right?
Yeah.
There's no way that you could wait until the 31st just to get those. You'd have to protect yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'd have to be selling something so you have some cash in the till.
Right. That's right.
So you don't. So it's not a fire sale, right?
That's right. Yes.
And that's what is going to be. I think that's, to me, that's going to be one of the biggest deals inside this whole deal.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. The day that comes out that he has sold any GLD, get out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, get out of the way in a big way. And, so it's going to be, you're talking about big money and you're talking about big losses. And, so I think that's moving, to me, that's what's going to move that gold market.
Yeah. Well, that, and so you're going to have, let's say you've got that combined with a absolute stronger dollar. So now you put, put those two things together, and you're talking a little rocket ship.
Oh, I know.
With gold potentially backing off on the way down.
Listen, man, I know. I mean, you know what? I'm really hoping that, he has already sold some of it, and at least he's, capturing some type of profit. If what I mean, because what we don't know yet is that
all that big volume on the
did he get to sell some on the 27th or 28th?
Yeah.
If he did, well, it'll still hammer it, but at least he before the next leg down, he'll get some action out of it.
Which if he did, that's great, because what it does is for gold, maybe sets up that bottom floor in that 1530 range.
Yes,
and then we have a nice wide,
it sets up the test.
Right. Okay.
Right.
And then you're talking about a potential trading range in gold from 1535 right now just to the 1700 mark.
Oh yeah,
which is a big trading range.
Even 1890.
No, I know. I know. It's got to move up there, but huge.
There's no doubt.
Man.
So let's take a look. What do we get volume-wise out here? It's going to be interesting. This morning, what we had is that, so the DAX was hanging nowhere, and then when our market stopped moving, it's getting over the highs. So it's coming right into the last swing point up there, right?
It is, and what I show is, this just looks like it wants to complete today. That's interesting. So I show, not only is it coming into that last swing point, you've got a 1.272 expansion off of these two.
Okay.
So 58.77, you've got a lot really pattern-wise taking place right at the top of that swing point, that 58.69. So big move. Obviously, what we want to see, folks, is we want to see a failure. And for us, a failure means you'd get up over the swing point, you'd get up over that 58.69, you'd close below it, and then you want to be able to see the volume behind it.
Right.
Now, I don't get the volume for whatever reason sent to me from eSignal on this, but you get the volumes delayed, I think, or the following.
And what's interesting? So we get them about 4 hours later. But what is interesting is that at that swing point, folks, that we're talking about August 31st, there's big volume. Well, it's going to be.
It's a good volume, that's for sure.
Yeah, 245 million, where on Friday you only did 166 million. Thursday they did 210.
Yeah.
So there's going to have to be an expansion.
And the reality is, you take a look at your screen, you talk about, an absolute consolidation pattern.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Right?
Yeah,
you're like,
pretty.
This is nice.
No, it's pretty. It's not, if it can launch it, then you can get some higher juice. There's no doubt about it.
You can, but what's cool about that consolidation pattern that Tom had up on his screen is it's where you've got your back up against the wall. If you're taking a look at taking a short position,
right.
You don't have to risk a lot, if you will. Well,
no.
You should only be risking 1% of your capital anyways, but I'm talking about the stop that you've got to put in place, so you can even have a larger position size. You still have you're still risking what it is of your trading capital, but, it's and you're going to get all the information that you need. It looks like this thing is going to give us the information, which is beautiful.
Now
we want the DAX, which is weaker, to be able to give us that information, just like the small caps, because when I was taking a look at the small caps earlier, the small caps, even with the markets being up, still weren't able to get above the highs. Now, it looks like it may have done that, but it was struggling to get above the highs from Friday. So on the IWM, the high there was 67.61. Let's see, it still hasn't even gotten above that on this big move. That's giving us some information, too.
No, it's huge. It's huge, because we know these downdrafts come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Boom!
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, we get the Dow up 255, NASDAQ up 71, S&Ps are up 28. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow up 265, Nasdaq's up 73, S&Ps are up 31. You have gold up 32, silver's up $1.20. Bonds are off 2 points at 139. Dollar index down 120. So let's go take a look at that good old dollar. Let's see what King Doll is saying. King Doll is getting croaked today. But look at it. What a joke. That's a beautiful thing then.
No,
okay.
No question.
So 13,000 contracts, and we're going into 49,000. I like that.
Yeah. So it sets up
44,000.
It sets up the Gertley sell pattern, okay, which says that it should be pulled back, okay,
right,
which is cool, and should pull back into that point. At least that's 0.382 area. So it's 77.50, 77.79. We're almost there. Actually, it was down just a few ticks below where it's trading at right now. 70 got down to 77.88. God, you got to love that.
You really do.
So now when you're pulling back like that on light volume. And if this 0.382 area holds,
right,
look out, folks, because that means you've got one huge ABC up. And, so you kind of, you put that into play, then you start into context, you start taking a look at the markets. Unless there's some volume that comes in today, or just push up, that's a dangerous thing, very dangerous.
Yeah, well, and
be chasing it.
And what we had on Friday, folks, is this. The volume wasn't bad. We had an acceleration up. It wasn't bad, but it failed.
It did.
And it failed good. It wasn't, a shot one. So today, I mean, if you got the 1.2 billion on the NYSE, even 1.1.5, 1.2, that'd be saying, okay, man, it's going to go for the highs.
Yeah. And in the case of Apple, even right now, I've just simply got a 10-minute chart up on the screen. And Apple's just testing a swing point, folks. And, the swing point is where you see, a change in trend. and that's at 10:40 in the morning on October 6th. You had 1.2 million shares. The high on that 10-minute chart was 384.78. Apple so far got to 384.75, so 3 pennies away from completing that test, and the volume is nowhere near where it needs to be.
Right.
And that's that's on a 10-minute chart. So you've got to dig down more than that, but it's giving some information.
Well,
with not having the conviction behind the move here.
And with Apple, I mean, if Apple fails right here, there goes the NDX.
That's absolutely.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you've got a weighting of 14% or what have you,
right.
You've got to pay attention to that.
Right. Did you see Tiger got Rolex? Okay, Tiger got Rolex back.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see that.
So this is of course, Tiger's been having a hard time, folks, and
yes.
What I found was the bottom line is that they came in. Now they're a private company, Rolex. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But they came in, and his agent is saying flat out that no, there wasn't a discount involved. It was a good deal.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting. Now, when's the new season start? Because
not really till January.
Okay.
They start.
Okay.
They really kick things off in Hawaii. Which is beautiful.
So he's got plenty of time to get his head together.
He does,
and that's going to help him, don't you think?
Totally.
Yeah.
It's all a head game.
Right.
I mean, golf is absolutely, well, like any sport. It's a pattern. There's cycles that you go through.
Right.
But in his case, it's not so much the mechanics, even though maybe he's got some questionable mechanics. But it was always Power's mind.
Yeah. Right.
That was able to allow him to do the things he did. When you took a look at even his amateur years, when he was playing the mid-amateur, the U.S. amateur, and you would watch him, even if he was down, the putts that he would make, it wasn't because of his putting stroke. It was because of his actual will, and the vision
to put it in
that he had, and to replay that moment before he actually did it.
Right.
And because most folks won't do that. Most folks won't go through the vision process.
Yes.
But most folks, if you start taking a look at their most successful moments in life, they actually had done that. A lot of times it's done unconsciously.
Yeah.
What athletes will do is they'll do it consciously. But his mind, he's just got too much noise inside there.
I'm with you. Right.
And what happens is, just like you take a look at a belief system or your motivation. When you understand your potential, you take action, you get results and belief.
Right.
The problem with him is he's in a negative spiral. He's got a negative belief system going on. He doesn't. The thing is, I don't really think in his mind he really sees his potential. He's seeing more fear than he ever has in his life.
Yes.
It's kind of like. Because we all have questions that go through his mind. Right now, it seems like his question is, will I ever get this back?
Yeah. Oh, listen, I can't wait to watch the whole deal unfold, because every time you see glimpses of it, I want him to get it back. You know what I mean? So when you see it, it's like, and it's got to be so tough. It's got to be so tough because, now he's 35. And it's not that that's old, but compared to these young 22-year-old kids, they're good, man. Oh, they're real good. So for golf, it's great.
For golf, it is. Look, for golf, it is great because you're starting to get I think Ricky Fowler actually won his first tournament over in Asia. Now, I don't think it was a full field or what have you, but a young gun, that's out there. And so it is better for golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow up 262, NASDAQ up 73, S&P's up 32. And, of course, coming up 11 to 12, we get Basil Chapman. We're going out to Tucson, Larry Pesavento, David White this afternoon, and back to me at 4. We're going to be right back, folks.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, more than 40 different mining equities, as well as some of the most popular precious metal ETFs, including the GDX and the SLV. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report that will help you take advantage of investment opportunities at the current historic gold price levels. To order your Gold Report today with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to TFNN.com or call our office directly at 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow up 273, NASDAQ up 75, S&P's up 32. And percentage-wise, you get the FTSE up 1 8/10, the CAC rolls up 1 9, DAX is up almost 3, 2.8. And here, you get the NASDAQ up 3, S&P's up 2.8, and the Dow up 2.4. Now, it's going to get interesting, of course, is that, you know, when you gap away like this, folks, bottom line is it does take a lot of energy out of that marketplace. So we'll see what kind of follow-through we can get. But I can tell you, we're at 173 million right now on the NYSE, and that's a joke.
Yeah. And, you know, even I've got the FTSE up on my screen. And, again, just, you know, you can see just this beautiful consolidation pattern.
Right.
The sideways. And we know that the big volume days, you know, are to the downside.
No, big time.
You know,
big time.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing, man.
Yeah, which is really great because, you know, when folks are looking for trades, because people want to be in the market. If you're not in the market and you start maybe getting caught up and possibly chasing something, and you'd rather wait until you get to a point, a tipping point, if you will, take the other side of the trade.
Yes.
You know, that does not mean that in this consolidation period that it can't blow through it. But you certainly can go around the world and see what's going on, you know, between the DAX, the FTSE, China, so forth.
Big time.
It's really cool to be truly a one world market, to have all this information, you know, to be able to digest.
And it's all electronic every day, every way. Bang, you hit it and you're in.
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing. It really is. You know what's amazing is that you know what's going to happen? So check this out, folks. This is as good as it gets. The SEC okay, is going to get fried.
Yeah?
I mean fried big time. Oh, yeah. Okay? And you know what they're getting fried by? Listen to this. So this is pretty sick, folks. The SEC is supposed to protect us, right?
Yeah.
The bottom line is that the SEC has been destroying documents
I heard
hand over
something
fist.
like that. Yeah.
So watch what they have. The Inspector General. So the Inspector General inspects everyone. They inspected the SEC.
Yeah.
Well, what they found is this. Now, this is the paper's already out,
Okay.
but the official one's going out this week.
Yeah.
And this is what it is. That the SEC not only destroyed documents of all the investigations that they're doing, right, to protect the broker-dealer community and the banking community. That's why they did it, okay?
Yeah, amazing.
Then they lied to Congress. That's what they got them on. They actually lied to Congress, okay?
Yeah.
So I can't, it's going to be wild watching how they're going to try to, work their way out of this, okay? This is supposed to be the agency that protects the investing public, okay?
Yeah.
And the bottom line is that the bureaucracy is so big that they're protecting the people they're supposed to be investigating.
Yeah.
But they got them, and they got them cold.
Amazing. You would think that all these documents would be digitized somehow.
Well, they were, and they destroyed They destroyed hard drives. This is
no kidding.
Oh yeah, heavy scene.
Oh my God.
Heavy scene, man. Yeah. Oh, big time. You know why? Because they're all in bed.
Yeah.
They're all in a big bad bed, and hey, listen, the guy that was investigating Madoff there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what that deal was. The guy that's investigating, folks. Okay, his mother was invested in them, and they had got money. It's like, and Mary Shapiro turns around and lets them investigate him. And Shapiro is in charge of the SEC.
Yeah.
That's like insane.
Yeah.
Right? There's no conflict of interest.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's, we'll see where that shakes out. But that'll be coming. I saw it Saturday. That'll be coming out this week.
Yeah. I had heard something. Maybe you mentioned it on one of the shows or what have you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they thought that, I guess prior to this, that was a speculation. Now, the reports there saying that bottom line is that they not only destroyed the documents, but they absolutely lied to Congress about it. So we'll see whether we can keep their foot to the fire here. But it's serious business, man. Because they gotta in order to get a market going, they gotta get that thing straight, man.
Yeah, it's just a crazy situation because you've got that, and then you've got where the money's being spent. I don't know where, not any longer here, but trying to get Roger Clement worried about steroids as opposed to these guys are steroids crazy.
Oh, listen, they gotta get people off the main issue. That's perfect.
Man, oh man.
You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow up 280, Nasdaq up 76, S&P's up 33. We're gonna be right back.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. But you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow up 273, NASDAQ up 74, S&Ps are up 32. And it looks like if we go over to that Dow's going to be the first one that's challenging.
Yeah, absolutely.
That swing point up there. So we had a couple different swing points. The first one is at, 11,369, where we're at right now. And, of course, then you get so let's see, what day is that? That's the 27th, right? So the 27th, and that's where it failed pretty quickly last time. 27th, we're dealing with 1.1 billion. So that's a number you're going to watch, folks, because it's almost 1.2 billion. It's 1.190.
Yeah.
And the way we're standing, the way it is right now, there's just nothing here, But if it launches it, then we get those two other swings that are in game, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And inside the Dow, the strength is Caterpillar, IBM, Chevron, and 3M. Well, look at the strength is everywhere. So check this out.
Yeah, even the weak. That's right. Yeah.
What you have here, folks, is that the weakest Dow stocks are actually all green. So that means that every Dow stock is green.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, how about that?
Every single Dow stock is green. That's pretty insane. They're sucking them all in.
Well, okay, so let's say that you were a money manager and, you weren't buying into everything is fixed, okay,
right.
But you're going to stay fully invested.
Right.
Wouldn't there be some rotation going on?
Yeah, they have to.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You'd be rotating, out of maybe some weakness into something where you think it's a little bit more protected.
Well, what happens is this. This is where this gets interesting. It's not only that, but what it is, if they all own the same stocks, right?
Yeah,
when they all lose money, they can say to their clients, "Hey, everyone else owns those stocks."
Okay. Yeah.
If I learned anything,
absolutely,
and this was years ago, so
Yeah.
check this out. All these managers had owned IBM.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
IBM got killed.
Yes.
This is in the 90s, okay?
Yeah.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Got killed,
Yeah.
right? And none of them got in trouble and didn't lose their job because all of them owned IBM.
Right.
So that's what's probably happening inside that whole deal. It's like, hey, we own the best companies in the world.
That's right.
Well, you still lost money.
Right. That's right.
Well, everyone lost money.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember that their benchmark is against everything else. So isn't that weird, though? It really is weird.
Well,
but that's what happens.
It is, and that's why I want to be able to, help our listeners understand that sometimes when you see this, you have to, it's why you want to take a look at what's going on in the weak sector. In this case here, the small caps.
That's right.
Okay, where you've had some nice runs, if you will. Of course, it got hammered, on its way down. But where that's really struggling now today,
big time.
Is there some sector rotation going on? Are people becoming fairly defensive?
Yeah, listen
on this move.
No doubt. Let's go look at good old Bank of America. So you get BAC. Look, see, this can't get out of its way, folks. The longer that BAC stays under that $6.31, the more problematic it gets for Bank of America.
Yeah,
it can't get above those in that range, and you still get lower lows with some good juice underneath them.
Yeah, and even what I've got up on my screen here is the XLU, which is the utilities sector.
Okay.
Which has behaved pretty well during this downdraft, and right now it's going up against its September 20th swing highs on the XLU. The high out there, folks, the the swing point. The low is 33.89, the high is 34.72. You're getting pretty close to that 33.89 area. You got up to 33.87.
Right.
You know, so that's why when I started taking a look at diving into the sectors with inside the SPYs, said, you know, is this just simply a lot of rotation becoming fairly defensive?
Right. No,
you know, in there, dividend stocks.
Oh yeah, big time. You know, because in this environment, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if the stock doesn't get killed and you can get a dividend, you're going to make some money.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's no two ways about that. So it's, yeah, look at this is interesting. So you get the REITs that are moving too. Those REITs are moving pretty good. Yeah. So they are going after the dividends right now.
Yeah. So actually, today's a good day to find something that's red. You know, if you're looking, you know, you want to be able to find some stocks. Okay. You want to go take a look at those stocks where they are moving down, because you know, should you then play the next cycle? Because you know, all this is, folks, is nothing more than a breathing pattern. You know, whether it's ABCs, whether it's a consolidation pattern we're in, whether it's retracement areas or Gartleys or butterflies, the market is just going to breathe up and down. That's how we've been making so much money, you know, in the downdraft as we've been playing these bounces. So if you want to also take a look at some real weakness in the marketplace, you know, you go over and take a look at what's, you know, maybe what are the top 10 things of the week, and then you've got to go see, you know, has it broken any swing points on volume? I mean, you still got to.
That's right.
Just because it's weak today doesn't mean that that's a shortable stock. You got to see what the short percentages that's out there.
And there's some red.
Yeah.
What you're looking at right now, folks, so this is the they're all red, but then the most down.
So Teva. That's
Teva. No, exactly. And Vertex Pharmaceutical, both of them. So you bring up Vertex Pharmaceutical and Teva. Yeah, so that's still in a consolidation, that little baby. We bring TEVA. And look at Teva. That's interesting. So Teva's up 69 cents, but that looks like if you could get a little bit higher, then you could get some juice behind the movement. You know, I think what's not setting up too good, which, you know, folks, what has happened is that Apple has never broken a swing point. But I'll tell you, the way this is setting up right now, you know, I think Apple's going to be coming in for some heavy problems here.
Now, I saw something last night where I think it was Samsung or somebody was getting ready to release a phone, or what have you.
Yeah.
And the news was they were going to delay it in honor of Steve Jobs. Did you?
Yeah, I did. I didn't get that, but maybe just until he gets buried. You know, I guess I think he's buried now, or he's going a bit.
I don't know what the funeral arrangements were, what have you, but just I don't know. It was kind of a. I didn't get it.
Yeah, no.
I totally didn't get it.
You know, see this Apple right now, the way it's set up. Okay, so it wants to test the 354 again.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're down there with 44 million, up there with 6. I mean, it's going to need something to make it happen here.
Yeah, look, you know, it already made that, you know, in essence, the move of the move. Yeah. You know, and with volume. Right. You know, I think it doesn't just want to test that low. I think it wants to get down to 335. I think it wants to make that next butterfly, you know, pattern, that next expansion on the way down.
Gartleys and butterflies. Oh, folks, you want to hear something crazy? This is crazy. That I think but the Gartley and the out of time in the trade.
Oh yeah, you're saying that
it's on page 222. And that was by mistake. That's insane.
That was by design. The universe, baby.
Oh my God, I'm telling you. We have the Dow up 278, Nasdaq up 77, S&P's up 33. You stay right there, folks. Steve and I are coming right back.
As Tom says, go long America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, before October 15th from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just one, but 2 exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, The Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley. The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support our local businesses. Keep money in your community. and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you only have till October 15th to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech talk? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio. Therefore, we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
Welcome back, folks. So you get the Dow right now up 260, NASDAQ up 74, S&Ps are up 28. We got gold up 31, silver's up $1, bonds are down $2. And, we'll see where this shakes and bakes the next hour. It's going to be interesting because Apple is no doubt a name of a game here, and what you did have is that we got up to that swing, and we'll see whether it just turned. So because Apple opened at 380, you're at 382, it got to 384.
Yeah.
The real key is going to be, will anything come back down the other side?
Yeah. So what's interesting about the bonds actually is they've made a Gartley buy.
Did they?
Literally, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Right here.
That would make sense.
I need to change the colors on that. I can't even follow it.
That would make sense because you're coming into what you're doing with the bonds. Well, actually, this is interesting. So 114.20 on the TLT is that, but we're still 116. Interesting. But that's the breakout. That's where you get big numbers. 18 million, and you're coming into that with 1.2 million right now.
Yeah. Now on the bonds, that'd be the 0.618 Gartley, which means that if it fails in this area here, it means we'll see 137 more likely, which really means it's going to go back and test the swing point down from September 1st.
Yeah.
Which that would be a trip, but.
Yeah, that's I know.
But that's the pattern. That's the pattern setup. And what's cool about these patterns when we're taking a look at it is is, look, we can't say this with 100% certainty, but we can say with pretty good conviction, that when it fails in a certain area, where it's going. And it's cool.
Right.
It's especially cool when these areas here fail, because first, it helps you on your trade management.
That's right.
Okay, because you need to understand where that's going, and you need to assess whether or not you can handle that risk between the 618 and 786.
And it's huge.
It is. Many times it's very huge. On the bonds, it would be you couldn't handle that. That would be way too much risk.
Right.
And but it is so helpful to understand what's actually cool is that if it fails here and it comes back to the 0.786, just the mere fact that it's also coming back against the swing point makes it, a nicer trade.
Yeah,
when you can find those things. That doesn't mean you don't take the 618. It just means
but it makes a difference.
Absolutely.
And what Steve's talking about, folks, that calculation is absolutely crucial to do, because in between, just like you said, and it depends on how long the number has been.
That's right. Yeah.
As to
how wide. How wide.
Exactly. And some of them are big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah. But many times you actually have to pass on the trade.
You do,
knowing that where you'd be putting your stop in place if there's nothing else that you can really line up.
Right.
Then it doesn't make any sense because there's another trade, and part of the money management piece of it is being patient.
Yes. Big time.
It's because these markets are going to go up and down, up and down.
Thank God.
Because there is no QE3, if you will, just yet.
No.
If there is, then we can take a look at markets going up on air for a while.
Well, you know what I've noticed, and this is folks, this is an indication that these markets are also going lower. If you notice even on CNBC, now what they're doing, on a continual basis, they get all the politicians on. They're almost scared.
I saw that.
They're scared. They're almost scared to talk about the markets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they divert over to get everyone involved in the politics, which the politics have nothing to do with the markets.
Yeah.
And folks might think it does, but the bottom line is if you rely on politicians, folks, you better get out of the market.
Yeah. Look, there's no question. I mean, fear is the thing that many times is what's in. Like we were talking about Tiger earlier, and I believe that the switch in his mind is switched from success to fear. It doesn't take that much to be able to just flip that switch.
Yeah. No.
And then once you're inside there, you feel like there's a black cloud over your heads. You start manifesting that into actually happening.
That's right. And then once you're out of it, it's the same thing. It's a white cloud. It's like, no, I'm not staying here. I'm moving.
Yeah.
I'm moving on out, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve Rhodes and myself, we're moving on out, and Basil Chapman is moving on in, folks. Coming with you from 11 to 12.
Good thing.
Then we get Larry Pesavento, 12 to 1, David White, 3 to 4, and back here, 4 to 6.
See you in the morning.
Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Thanks for being here. Really do appreciate it.